You are now entering the hate-proof zone.
Welcome one and all to the Hate-Proof Program, Episode 6, the show that sold its soul for rock and roll. I'm the mighty Dr. Tankenstein, mad scientist, poet, artist, lover, coming straight down the rocky road and into your eardrums by the light of Castle Grayskull. It certainly does seem to be raining shit on Orlando lately. Whoever put the curse on Orlando, Florida, if you're listening, please leave a comment down below. I want to know who you are. Maybe we can work all this out. I don't know what Orlando did to deserve all this insane shitstorm that's been going down, but it couldn't have been that bad. Did you know that fans of the Insane Clown Posse have been classified by the FBI as gang members? They call themselves Juggalos for some reason. I guess juggalo, juggling, clowns, I don't know. If you want people to adopt a moniker, maybe don't make it such a fucking stupid sounding one. I'll admit I like ICP a little. I consider myself a casual fan. They're not your typical rap group, and their music is pretty fucking funny. Fucking magnets, how do they work? But I've never seen them play live. I've never worn an ICP t-shirt. I do not consider myself a juggalo. I don't wear the clown makeup, although I have been known to drink Faygo from time to time. See, I don't look down on people that wear face paint. I've sported some face paint myself, you know, to go chicken hunting, do your thing, whatever. But ICP isn't the first group to have fans with a name. Gwar fans are called bohabs. Justin Bieber fans are called douchebags. But these Juggalos are the first and only group of music fans to be classified as a gang by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I don't align myself with them. That's taking it too far. I can occasionally listen to the music for entertainment without diving into the deep end of the pool, but I still think it's fucked up that the FBI did that. I guess once you transition from an Insane Clown Posse fan to a Juggalo, it takes on a new meaning. You're no longer just a music fan. When you give it a name, it changes. It becomes something new and different. And in the case of ICP, it essentially makes you a fucking gang member, at least in the eyes of the FBI. So that means if you get pulled over wearing an ICP t-shirt, drinking a Faygo with a Juggalo bumper sticker on your car, there's a good chance you can expect some police harassment. Especially if your car smells like weed and there's a female in your passenger seat with a black eye yelling, "He got warrants!" You might be headed to jail. And Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope aren't doing shit to help get your ass out. While you're representing and keeping it real. That shit is real. But it's not fair. You can't classify a group of music fans as a fucking gang just because a lot of them have criminal records. How many DMX fans have been arrested? Are his fans classified as a gang? No. Why? Because they don't have a name? I mean, come on. This standard makes no fucking sense. What if you're a fan of ICP and Gwar? Does that mean you're both a Juggalo and a bohab? And if so, they should just drop the gang classification because historically speaking, it's an exclusivity thing. You never hear about someone who's a member of the Crips and the Bloods. But then again, you don't see ICP fans and Gwar fans in the streets shooting at each other. If these Juggalos were an actual gang, who would they be at war with? Barbra Streisand fans? You got a war with somebody, otherwise, how you gonna spend your time? Drinking 40 ounces and smoking blunts while listening to your booming system? You don't have to be in a gang to do that. I wish Justin Bieber and Kanye West would both get on a plane together. One of those tiny little Buddy Holly planes. The kind where you turn the reading light on and the engine slows down. A plane that's been known to break down a lot and has no functioning equipment. They should go on a long plane ride in a bad storm where there are lots of treacherous mountains. But I doubt either of those fuckers knows how to fly a plane, so you'd have to send one of them to flight school or find a pilot who's also a scumbag. Not Harrison Ford, he's cool. It wouldn't be right to send Kanye and Justin up in that plane with an innocent pilot that didn't do anything wrong. Why do I wish terrible things upon these two individuals? Not just because they make terrible music. Lots of people make really shitty music, but that doesn't mean they deserve to die. But we're talking about just being a horrible person. Justin Bieber is a human piece of dog shit. It seems like at least 2 or 3 times a week there's a new story about Justin Bieber being a complete piece of shit asshole to someone, and often he's a total prick to people who for some inexplicable reason are fans of his. Kanye West may not be as big of a piece of shit as Justin Bieber, but he's crazier than a shithouse rat, and he even inspired me to invent another word, Kanye Westian. It means a singular type of self-centered insanity. That motherfucker thinks he's the greatest thing ever to exist in the universe, and that kind of crazy is dangerous. I got news for you, everyone. If you think your shit doesn't stink and you're God's gift to the human race, guess what? Magic 8 Ball says, not fucking likely. Hate to burst your insane little bubble, but a daily dose of reality can be a pretty sobering thing. Hey, let's talk about Satan. Because Lee Hartnett left a comment on the last episode of this here hate-proof program. How about Satan in the movies, he says. The best, the worst, who you would like to see, who was the most scary or thought-provoking, a top 10. Okay, this is YouTube, and there are enough top 10 and top 5 lists to choke a fucking megalodon and still have 100 million gazillion left over. But I think some of the best movie Satans are Al Pacino in The Devil's Advocate and South Park. Not scary, but possibly my favorite movie Satan, South Park Satan. Maybe South Park Satan and Al Pacino could have a steel cage match to determine satanic supremacy, the undisputed Satan movie champion. Liz Hurley in that movie Bedazzled, I could buy her as Satan. I watch her and I'm like, this is really believable. I could totally see that. Tim Curry in Legend, he's called The Darkness or something. It's Satan. Come on, it's the devil. I don't care what you call him. It's the fucking devil. Worst movie Satan would probably have to be the one from the movie Spawn. Just absolutely ridiculous. I'd be hard-pressed to think of a shittier movie Satan than that. Who would I like to see play Satan in a movie? I never really gave it much thought. Maybe Brian Warner, better known as Marilyn Manson, just because it would be super ironic for him to play Satan in a movie, since some people might believe he really is the devil. I thought Dave Grohl played a good Satan in Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny. I like him in that movie a lot more than I like anything he's done with the Foo Fighters. I'm about to wrap it up, but before I do, I just want to say Brock Turner is a fucking cocksucker rapist. You probably heard the story about this fucker, but just in case you haven't, he's a college student who was found trying to rape a chick who was passed out behind a dumpster. It has been alleged that he also sent a photo of her naked breast to a group of friends, and after his arrest received a message back that says, "Whose tit is that?" But the police were not able to identify the photo or use it as evidence because someone in the GroupMe messaging app deleted it. The thing that gets me is that people have come forward with character testimony and talking about personal experiences with him. No one really seems to have anything good to say about him, except his parents who are defending him and making it out like he's the victim in all this. Why would anyone want to help this shitbag cover his ass by destroying evidence? Whoever fucking deleted that picture should end up as his cellmate. And that's enough for today. Although it's been said many times, many ways, please comment, like, and subscribe to encourage me to create more awesome content for you to enjoy. I'll leave you now with a quote from Oscar Wilde. "I can resist anything except temptation." Have a super groovy day, and don't rape anyone or shoot them.
This has been the Hate Proof Program. Thanks for listening.